Linkers are used to extend your combo even further. They allow you to continue the combo after your auto double or right back into one. They bridge the entire combo together. Similar to using normal attacks to perform auto doubles, linkers are instead using your special attacks during the combo. There are 4 different types of linkers: a light linker, medium linker, heavy linker, and finally doing a shadow version of your special move is called a shadow linker. If you want to know what moves are linkers for your character, simply open up your options screen and go to the command list. Let's use Thunder as our example. We're going to use his ankle slicer opener into a heavy punch auto, followed by his medium triple axe as the linker. Now since we're in training mode, I turn on the display combo state. This shows which portion of the combo I'm doing the opener, auto, and linker over the opponent to help you understand since combos are starting to get a little long now. So let's do the same combo again, but this time I'm going to extend it further. After Thunder's medium triple axe linker, I'm going to follow up with another heavy punch auto back to medium triple axe linker again, and do one last heavy punch auto. Now changing the strength of your linker is a little different than openers. First, depending on if the special move is a punch or kick, that's the strength of buttons you'll be using. Since Triple Axe uses punches, we use the light punch and medium punch buttons to do the light and medium versions of the linker, as expected. However, to do the heavy version of the linker, you need to either hold down the light punch or medium punch. The reason it works this way is because if you press the heavy punch, it will perform an ender. So let me show you an example, by doing the same combo again using heavy linkers. I'll be holding down the light punch button. It doesn't matter if you're holding down the light or medium, it's just preference. This time I'm going to show the 4th type of linker called shadow linkers, by doing the shadow version of Thunder's triple axe.
Insane.
Keep in mind that just like openers, some shadow versions of your special moves are no longer linkers when doing the shadow version of them. Openers and linkers might seem the same, but they are actually very different. Even if you're using the exact same special move, the differences can be the amount of hits they do, the damage, the speed of the animation, and even the frame advantage. So for example, let's do a combo using Thunder's ankle slicer as both his opener and his linker. The light, medium, and heavy versions of his ankle slicer opener do 1 hit each. But when you use his ankle slicer as a linker, each strength does 1 to 3 hits.
Solid.
Now let's use his shadow ankle slicer as both his opener and linker. Pay close attention to the difference in speed between them. You can see the animation came out much faster for the linker version. All shadow attacks are 5 hits. Doesn't matter if it's done as an opener, linker, or even an ender. Let me show you another example using Orchid. Let's use her Flick Flack as her opener and linker. Orchid's Flick Flack opener does 3 hits on all 3 strengths.
Triple. Triple. Triple.
But when done as a linker, the number of hits change.
Brutal.
Her light Flick Flack linker does 2 hits. The medium kick version does 3 hits. Finally, the heavy version does 4 hits. Another example on speed differences using Orchid's Shadow Fire Cat as an opener and linker. Speaking of different speeds, the window to cancel your auto to a linker and vice versa depends on the speed of the animation. So naturally, light autos and light linkers give you a shorter time to input your combo than heavy ones. Let me show you the difference in timing using Jago.
Awesome! Extreme! Blaster! Extreme!
It'll take some practice to get it down, especially when you alternate between the strengths in a single combo. Also, just like autos, you cannot cancel off your linkers early. They must finish every hit before continuing the combo. Just like I explained that some characters have unique auto doubles, there are also characters who have unique ways of doing linkers in Killer Instinct. Thunder has a unique ability to use his back throw as a linker. He then can follow a combo right after it. He can even use it as an opener.
Beastly! Extreme! Quad!
A good thing about Thunder's back throw is that it allows him to reposition himself. This is especially good for Thunder because the opponent cannot use a breaker on his throw, but they can tech it. Orchid at this time is the only character in the game who could do 2 linkers in a row. This is limited to only the linker version of Orchid's Ichi-Ni-San special attack. You can only follow up Ichi-Ni-San with another Ichi-Ni-San, but you can also alter the strengths between the two.
Blaster! Blaster! Extreme!
Orchid can only do this twice in a row. I'm going to do some combos now with a variety of different characters using openers, auto doubles, and linkers now. Keep in mind these general rules. You cannot linker into another linker. You can shadow linker after a linker, but not vice versa. You can shadow linker into another shadow linker. You can do a linker after an opener or a shadow opener. You cannot linker after a jumping normal attack opener. That sounded really confusing, so I'll be sure to write it on the screen. One last thing to know, you cannot linker after a jumping normal attack. Even though a jumping normal counts as an opener, if you do a special move right after, it will count as another opener. Enders cash in your chips for a final attack in a combo. They are called enders because, well, you guessed it, they end the combo. However, this doesn't mean your combo is completely over, as there are many different types of enders in Killer Instinct that allow several perks. Performing enders is similar to linkers as they are also special moves. The difference is that they only use the heavy strength button. You can also perform shadow enders. There are some special attacks and shadow attacks that only act as enders. In this case, it doesn't matter what strength button you use. To find out what possible special and shadow moves can be enders for your character, simply go to the command list in the options menu. This also tells you what type of ender each special move is. So let me show you right here. So let's go over each different type of ender. First we have the damage ender. This is the most straight to the point ender. Most of the time it allows no follow-up. Using a damage ender is a great way to focus on safe basic damage. Puddle Punch is a damage ender for Glacius. Since it's a special move that uses kick and is also a linker, we naturally use heavy kick to perform the ender version. You can perform an ender anytime after an opener, auto double, manual, or linker. Tiger Fury is Jago's damage ender. There's no linker version of Tiger Fury. It is exclusively an ender, so it doesn't matter what button strength you use to perform it. Notice how every ender has its own original multi-hitting animation, all done automatically the second you input it. Next up, Battery Ender. This ender will build your shadow meter, omitting maximum damage for resources instead. Ankle Slicer is Thunder's Battery Ender. Take a look at my shadow meter before I begin this combo. This combo brought us back to a full stock of shadow meter thanks to the Battery Ender. Endokukin is a Battery Ender for Jago. Notice how that Battery Ender gave Jago a rare opportunity to do 3 shadow moves in one combo. Also notice how Thunder's ender did a hard knockdown, but Jago's allowed a follow-up despite the fact they are both the same ender type. Moving on to Carry Enders. This ender type knocks your opponent away from you. If he collides into the corner, it will result in a wall splat. This stuns the opponent and allows you to follow up with another attack, or even a throw. I'll first use an example when not close to the corner. Ragged Edge is Saberwolf's Carry Ender. One cool thing you might have noticed is that linker versions of Carry Enders push the opponent more than other linkers do. Cold Shoulder is a Carry Ender for Glacius. Keep in mind when the opponent is in wall splat state, even though the combo counter persists, you are considered out of the combo phase. This means that your next normal attack will be a standard one, not an auto double. If you choose to do a special or shadow move, it will start as an opener again. This allows you to potentially squeeze 2 enders in a single combo. Now let's discuss Launcher Enders. These have similar names such as Exchange Launcher or Ground Bounce Ender. They all come as pretty much the same though. These enders will allow you to extend your combo with follow-up attacks. Jago has a Launcher Ender using Laser Sword. Notice how high these knock the opponent up. Your character recovers right away, allowing you many options to juggle them. Now what's interesting about Sadira is that both her enders are Launcher Enders. We'll use her Blade Demon Ender for this example. Some Launcher Enders allow you to jump cancel the last hit, like this case. This allows you to pursue them to perform an air juggle rather than waiting for them to land. It's just an alternate way of doing combos. Glacius has a Ground Bounce Ender when using Hail. The difference is the opponent will hit the ground first and then allow a follow-up at low altitude. This puts Glacius in the perfect position to mix up his opponent. Lastly, we have the Exchange Launcher Ender, which launches the opponent in the opposite direction. This could be useful for repositioning. Orchid's Flick Flack is her Exchange Launcher Ender. Finally, let's talk about Shadow Enders. These are limited to damage and launcher types only. You normally would want to use Shadow Enders on shorter combos since all versions do 5 hits. Thunder's Shadow version of Call of the Earth changes his Ender type from a Damage Ender to a Launcher Ender. Keep in mind that every character possesses different types of enders. Some characters also have multiple enders of the same type. Knowing what enders your character has will give you a great insight on what options are available to you during your combos.